It's a crisp winter afternoon on the Palouse. The Washington State Cougars welcoming in the Portland Pilots for West Coast Conference basketball this afternoon inside Beasley Coliseum. Well, welcome in courtside, everybody, alongside the coach, PJ Carlesimo. I'm Trevor Williams. And PJ, this is a fun one here today between the Cougars and the Pilots. Two teams coming off close games.
Yeah, close games and really good wins. Really good execution out of the timeout.
And Eric Strip comes flying in on the nice find from Lawan Watson. Calmes, about that behind the back, over the shoulder and in. Washington State taking control. All Cougars to the basket, and Tomas Thrasterson. Austin, the position. Eric Strip trying to help, was a little late. Austin stays with it, and he's fouled. Diving on the deck, Chris Austin. Dane Eric Strip, though, got to it for the Cougars. Nate Calmes, Andy Okafor.
Wow, that's a heck of a play.
And then Nate Calmes gets in front of a pass. He's blazing coast to coast. Nate Calmes with the finish for the Cougars.
And again, there's a good steal by Nate Calmes.
And a slam to punctuate it.
Cedric Howard was unanimous first team All Big Sky last year.
Dane Eric Strip as it's all Cougars down the stretch. It's awfully beautiful wintertime on the Palouse. And a good start on the road for the Portland Pilots, up 9-8. Two coaches here, PJ, that are very familiar with one another. Shante Leggins, David Riley, both in the Jim Hayford coaching tree, coached together at Eastern Washington. Riley for Leggins as an assistant.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they spent a lot of time together. David Riley was actually Shante's assistant for 4 years there, and then, of course, he succeeded him. Both of them had tremendous success at Eastern Washington, winning regular season titles, postseason tournaments, taking their teams to postseason tournaments. And again, as you said, both of them worked as assistants under Jim Hayford. David Riley, in fact, played for Jim Hayford at Whitworth. So, yeah, these guys are very, very good friends. Not very many secrets between the two.
Yeah, I said in the shoot-arounds, you can hear a lot of the similar phraseology for both teams. They both talk about moving without the ball. They call it having an act.
Yeah, the coaches absolutely know what's going to happen. The problem is, do the players know?
Andy Okafor with the foul on Bull Dangdeed, who had the offensive rebound.
I tell you what, we talked about that before. Portland had 14 offensive rebounds in that win against Pacific, or they wouldn't have won the game. We're talking a team that only averages 8.1 offensive rebounds a game. So the fact that they're doing a better job getting on the glass will really help Shante Leggins' team.
Dangdeed's been a big part of that, starting his 12th game of the season. Missed some games early this year due to injury. He's perfect at the free throw line so far, 3 of 3.
Aussie Rap also, he's a big, strong guy. He's got to do a good job. He's a very good defensive rebounder. Spends so much time out in the perimeter that it's not easy for him to get to the offensive glass. But he should be able to turn up some offensive rebounds also for the Pilots.
Portland up by 3 now. Here early goings in this first half. Andy Okafor trying to get some space down low. Lawan Watts lets it fly from deep. And Aussie Rap ends up with the loose ball.
Well, the reason Shante Leggins was so animated going into that timeout was they were getting buried in the first 4-8 minutes. There's our guy, Aussie Rap from downtown, but Washington State just started out cooking in the game in Portland, and Shante Leggins is really happy to see his team right where they are now.
Rap has 2 more threes than Dane Eric Strip in WCC play at 47, and he's the leader in the conference in percentage for players who qualified. Tremendous three-point shooter. Andy Okafor with the footwork under the basket draws the first foul by Portland. It'll be Okafor going to the line.
Case Wynot did a really good job posting up Okafor right there on that play. See Aussie Rap again, a guy who shoots it as well as him. That's just not enough pressure right there. You saw Okafor and Eric Strip looking at each other. Neither of them got out and pressured. It's kind of been an early theme so far. Both of these teams capable of making threes, so you got to take these guys off the line. Neither team doing a very good job of that so far.
Good start for Andy Okafor at the line. 58% free throw shooter. Transfer to Washington State from Cal.
This is one of our guys. We had him with our NBA Academy, LATAM, down in Mexico, and Endy makes both free throws. That's kind of an unusual trip to the free throw line for Endy.
He's from Dundalk, Ireland, and as PJ mentioned, NBA Academy, Latin America.
Does a really good job on the defensive end, and he's an improving offensive player.
Max McKinnon already a couple baskets. Cougars wanted to travel to the corner. Ozzie Rapp looking for back-to-back triples. Follows his shot.
Another offensive rebound.
And McKinnon fouled on his way in by Dane Erikstra.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was good. Lawan Watts did a good job pressuring Rapp that time. That was the difference. It wasn't a comfortable three. Rapp missed it, but a bigger problem so far for David Riley, offensive rebounds, and I'm sure that's not something they anticipated from Portland.
Yeah, talking to him today, he said the keys in this game are rebounding, physicality, and knowing your coverage. And the rebounding not off to a great start. Portland up 9-4 on the glass. And they're all over the offensive boards as Max McKinnon hits his first free throw.
Yeah, they've got 5 offensive rebounds already, Trevor. Again, repeating ourselves, but bears repeating. Team that averages 8 offensive rebounds a game had 14 in their last game, and they got 5 in the first 6 minutes today.
Dane Erikstra, Lawan Watts to the bench. Both free throws good for Max McKinnon. And a lively start on the road for Portland, up by 6. Washington State needs a bucket. It's been about 3 minutes for the Cougars without a make. Nate Calmes out to Endy Okafor.
He surprised him with the pass.
Yeah, it looked like he had room almost to try to finish.
I thought he was going to shoot it.
Thrasterson out of the corner for the Cougars. Case why not? Gets to it in the corner. Thrasterson will get a second take. Trying to keep the possession alive for the Cougars. Portland ends it.
And Tomas Thrasterson's a very good three-point shooter, but it's not easy for freshmen to maintain their confidence from deep.
Came in today 10 of 21, just under 50%. Around to Chris Austin, and he cans a triple. Austin, who's playing in his 7th year of college basketball, puts Portland up 9.
Played 3 years of my alma mater at Fordham. He started at Fordham. This is his 4th year. Believe it or not, 7 years for Chris Austin. Been battling injuries through most of his career.
Couple injury seasons, the COVID year on top of your allowed 4. Portland right now suffocating Washington State. Nate Calmes, a teardrop on the run.
That's a tough shot right there because that shot was pressured by the interior defense of Portland. Tough shot by Calmes.
Snapped a stretch of 4 minutes without a basket for Washington State. We'll see if that gets them going again on the offensive side of the floor. Austin surveying, trying to see if he could get Ozzie Rapp down to the block. Has a little mismatch on Case Why Not. Max McKinnon instead spinning. Ethan Price grabs it for the Cougars.
One of the few one-and-done trips.
Nate Calmes, he can turn up the tempo, and he gets the big bounce for the bucket.
It's a lot easier to run when you're getting defensive rebounds, when you're taking the ball out of bounds. Bigger challenge.
He was on fire back on Thursday night. 22 of his 27 points came in the second half. Another 3 for Chris Austin, and he's buried a couple here at the start.
Both teams firing from downtown. 15 threes attempted already. 16 make it, 8 for each team.
Ethan Price taking it inside for Washington State. And yeah, the three-point shooting, it's benefited Portland. 4 for 8 here at the start. Washington State 2 for 8, but the Cougars starting to go inside.
Which is a great idea when the threes aren't coming in.
Ozzie Rapp, NBA range 3. All twine for the Aussie, who now has 6.
Again, he didn't have to dribble the ball. He's got his feet set. He's going to make the shot. You see David Riley look out at Nate Calmes. He's got to put better pressure on the three-point shooter. Good start for Portland so far, Trev.
Yeah, reminiscent of what Washington State did in the Rose City. It's the Pilots splashing threes from all around here on the road in Pullman.